Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, something is holding you back? As if an invisible weight presses on your heart. An emptiness, a loneliness that lingers, refusing to fade. But what if this season of your life isn't a mistake? What if this solitude is not just an accident, but a message from Allah? An urgent call meant just for you. Why is He sending it? And more importantly, how will you respond before it's too late? Stay with me until the end, because what I'm about to share might shift your perspective on this trial and reshape your destiny. A solitude that is not by chance. There are nights when silence feels heavier than the noise of the day. You lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, searching for answers that never come. A question lingers. Why am I still alone? Is this neglect, a test, or perhaps a sign? Days turn into months, seasons change, yet the weight remains. You watch others move forward, wedding invitations pile up, engagement posts flood your screen, and each time a quiet sigh escapes you. When will it be my turn? But what if this solitude was not a hindrance but a passage? What if it was a call from Allah, a sacred pause intended to shape you before the big chapter? Allah, in His perfect wisdom, does not delay you without reason. What you perceive as unnecessary waiting may be veiled mercy, a time given to purify yourself, to prepare you for what is best, a time to learn, understand, and above all, listen. Solitude in Islam is not a void, it is a school, a time when sincere souls are tested, purified, and strengthened. Look around you. How many people have entered into a relationship to escape this loneliness, only to realize that they have distanced themselves from themselves, and worse, from Allah, and He gives you of His good things, which He has given you, cattle, sons, wives, and pure companions, and He multiplies you in number. 42:11. This is the divine promise, but before receiving you must understand. Before welcoming, you have to be ready. So ask yourself this question sincerely. Are you really looking for a husband or wife, or are you unconsciously trying to escape a solitude that you have never really explored? For Allah watches you, not to deprive you, but to prepare you for what He intends for you. 2. The test of the heart. Before the union of souls. It's easy to confuse waiting with impatience, and impatience with need. When you are alone, the heart becomes a silent battlefield where invisible battles are fought. Desire versus wisdom, emotion versus reason, haste versus patience. Loneliness is not just a part of life, it's a test of faith, a test of character, a test of love. Allah is watching you, not to deprive you, but to see what you do with this time given to you. Look around you. How many have rushed to a hasty marriage, thinking they would find peace there, but found only regrets? How many have looked for a partner to fill a void that they themselves did not understand? How many have attached themselves to broken souls, hoping that they will mend them? But love is not a hopeless quest. Love is a sacred responsibility. It is not just a passing thrill, a fluctuating emotion, a simple need to be with someone. It is a proof of maturity, a commitment before Allah, a spiritual construction before being an earthly union. And that is why Allah does not immediately put the right person in your path. He first wants to see if you are ready. If you are looking for love today, ask yourself these questions. Have I built my relationship with Allah before seeking a relationship with others? Do I fill my inner emptiness with distractions or with spirituality? Have I become the person I would like to meet? Because you attract what you are. This is not just a positive thought, it is a divine law. Virtuous men will have virtuous women, and virtuous women will have virtuous men. So the real question is not, when will I find the right person, but rather, am I becoming the right person? 3. the illusion of time running out. There you are, watching your life go by, and that inner voice begins to whisper, "Why you? Why are you still alone? Maybe Allah has forgotten you. Look at the others. They're moving forward, they're building. And you? What are you waiting for?" It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but little by little, these thoughts take hold. They seep into your heart, distilling bitterness, worry, and ultimately, haste. And that's where Shaitan strikes. He does not necessarily push you to commit great sins. No, it starts with the illusion, an illusion that makes you believe that time is against you. So you start to compromise. You see a relationship that is not ideal, but it's better than nothing. You feel a doubt, an embarrassment deep in your heart, but we must move forward. But is this how you want to build your future? A relationship chosen in haste rarely leads to peace. It can take you away from Allah instead of bringing you closer to Him. Remember, marriage is not a race. It is a divine decree that manifests itself at the right time, according to a wisdom beyond your understanding. You look at those around you and see couples getting old, alliances being formed, but what you don't see are the hidden regrets, the silent tears, the souls that were lost because of too hasty a choice. Allah does not want you to fall into this trap. He wants you to trust in His decree. Certainly, what is meant to be yours will never pass you by. Reported by Al-Bukhari. If Allah has provided a spouse for you, then she will come to you at the exact moment when it will be good for your soul, for your faith, for your future, neither too early nor too late. Don't let the fear of waiting push you towards what could break your heart more than loneliness itself. 4. How to respond to this divine call. If you have come this far, it is because deep down you feel that this message is intended for you. Your loneliness is no accident. It is not a dead end, nor a meaningless void. It is a divine call. Allah calls upon you through this waiting. But what do you do with this call? Many complain about not having found the right person yet, but few wonder, am I becoming the right person? Do I passively wait or actively prepare? If you understand that this loneliness is a preparation phase, then here is what you need to do right now. 1. Strengthen your relationship with Allah. Before you look for someone to fill your heart, ask yourself if your heart is already filled with the light of Allah. Multiply your night prayers. It is these moments of solitude with Allah that strengthen your soul and purify your heart. Make sincere invocations. Ask Allah to guide you to what is truly good for you, not what you think is good for you. Read and meditate about the signs of Allah in your life. Sometimes the answer is already there, but you haven't seen it yet. 2. Work on yourself. Marriage is not a simple union between two people. It is a responsibility, a spiritual commitment. You cannot seek a godly spouse if you yourself make no effort in your own journey. Cultivate your patience. What you are confidently waiting for will come to you at the right time. Develop your spirituality, knowledge, and character. Love without wisdom does not last, and passion without discipline leads to confusion. Don't look for perfection, look for sincerity. You don't need a perfect partner, but someone who walks towards Allah with you. 3. Let Allah choose for you. One of the greatest pitfalls of the heart is to believe that we know better than Allah. His decree is perfect, and what is written for you will never fail to reach you. Detach yourself from worry and attach yourself to trust in Allah. Be patient and remain open to the opportunities He places in your path. Don't force anything. What is meant to be will come naturally, without confusion, without rush. Allah extends His hand to you through this loneliness. No longer see it as a void, but as a divine preparation. Dua to recite. O Allah, grant me what is good for me. Bring me closer to him, her who brings me closer to you, and keep me away from what would turn me away from you. Allah's answer is on its way. Patience is the bridge between your prayer and his answer. Stay firm, stay confident, and let him write the most beautiful story for you. If you're still here, something resonated within you. Do not let this call from Allah go unnoticed. This loneliness is not a coincidence. It's a divine preparation, an invitation to get closer to Allah before trying to fill a void with others. So, ask yourself today, am I simply waiting or am I truly preparing? Strengthen your faith. Trust in Allah's plan. Become the person you seek to meet. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it too. But most importantly, take action now. Allah has not forgotten you. He is waiting to see if you are ready to answer his call.